What's up guys, it's DarkArmedAlliance, and today I'm going to be opening up some Rise of the True Dragons structure decks. This is going to be an opening and discussion for these, and something really quick that I want to point out that's really neat is if you look on the back, if you see where it says Risent Hand of the Lightsworn, they completely misspelled it, and it's really funny. Savannah, wear that up and show them that. It's kind of interesting.
Rising Hand of the
Yeah,
Light
it's
One?
supposed to be Raiden, Hand of the Lightsworn. So they completely misspelled that. I don't know if a lot of people have noticed that yet. I don't, because a lot of people don't open up the back. It's on every single one. I bought 6 total. I already opened 3. But yeah. So let's get into this. So I'm only gonna open 1 in the video because I feel like that's all that's really needed. But I was just kind of showing them off. But this has some really good reprints and some really cool new cards. I'm not going to go over all the new cards' effects, just kind of the ones that I think are cool, I guess. So in every one of these boxes, you're going to get a beginner's guide, like always. Apparently security tag, don't need that yet. Must have been what caught me on the way out of the door, even though I did pay for them. And you get this. It comes with all sorts of different combos, wombo combos. Nobody ever really listens to them, but that is the mat. I think the mat is pretty damn cool. I think it's really neat. It's super cool. But let's get into this. Now, something that I thought was interesting is they put Arc Brave Dragon on the front instead of putting Divine Felgrand on the front. So let's open this up and get into it. So hold on, guys. I'm going to open it up with my teeth. Alright. So let's see. I know it's every single time we're going to get the same damn thing, but let's see what we can get. So, first off, you're going to get a bunch of hollows. There is 5 hollows in here, plus a token. So with Arc Brave Dragon, let me read its effect to you guys. Arc Brave Dragon's effect is that if it is special summoned from the graveyard, you can banish as many face-up spell and trap cards your opponent controls as possible, and if you do, this card gains 200 attack and defense for each of the banished cards. Once returned during your standby phase, if this card is in your graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can target one level 7 or 8 dragon-type monster in your graveyard except Arc Brave Dragon and special summon it. Which is pretty cool, so it kind of replaces itself, which is super neat. I really, really like this card. I'm thinking about dropping it in Heretics, but it's not a normal monster, so it's going to be a little tough to get it out. But I don't really know what I want to play it in yet. If it destroyed all spell and trap cards, it'd be more viable, but with just being face up, it's lackluster. It's good in theory, but I don't know how good it's going to be in practice. Then you get a Divine Dragon Lord Felgrand, and I will read this one because it is the star of the deck. If this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can target one monster your opponent controls and banish it. And if you do, this card gains attack equal to the banished monster's level or rank times 100. Not that big of a boost. If this card destroys an opponent's monster at battle, you can target one level 7 or 8 dragon-type monster in your graveyard except Divine Dragon Lord Felgrand and special summon it. Which is a-okay, because it replaces itself. It special summons Arc Brave from Grave. I can see how they play off of one another. And then you can have a 24 and at least a 20, at least a 28 and 24 beater if they don't get a boost. Dragon Knight of Creation. I'm just going to tell you guys, this card kind of sucks. It becomes a level 8 on your opponent's turn. It's kind of lackluster on its effects, so I'm just going to drop it. This one has a lot of effects, but you're not going to use it all that much, so again, I'm probably not going to read it. Then here's the big card. I'm going to always know this card as Gospel of Revival, because that's the OCG name of it, but it is Return of the Dragon Lords. It is going to revolutionize, this card is going to revolutionize how we play a dragon deck. Because once per turn, or actually, I think it's any time. Let me just read the card so I don't misquote it. Target one level 7 or 8 dragon-type monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. If a dragon monster you control would be destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can banish this card instead. So, it's a little bit of protection on one hand, and on the other hand, it's a monster reborn for level 7 or 8 dragon monsters. So this is going to essentially replace Silver's Cry by a mile. If you're playing like Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, Felgrand, Heretics, well, maybe not. Well, yeah, Heretics if you're playing Rank 8 Heretics. But this is amazing, amazing, amazing. So these are all new. These are the new holo cards that you got with this. So I'm going to move them to right here so you guys can see them. And then you get Paladin of Felgrand, which I will read really quick for you guys. If this card is normal summoned or special summoned, you can target one level 7 or 8 dragon monster. You can equip one level 7 or 8 dragon monster from your hand, deck, or deck to this card. This card is unaffected by monster effects while equipped with it. You contribute one monster and this card, then target one level 7 or 8 dragon monster in your graveyard and special summon it. It's okay. Is alright. I don't really think it's going to be that useful because it requires 2 to get a monster from grave. So, like, Gospel or Revival is better, or Return of the True Dragon Lords is better. So, then you get Guardian of Felgrand, which is the last new card. And it's pretty good. I'll read it real quick. If this card is normal summoned or special summoned, you can equip one level 7 or 8 dragon monster from hand or graveyard to this card. So instead of it being in the deck, it's the graveyard with this guy. This card gains attack equal to the equipped monster's attack, but half of it. You contribute one monster and this card, and then target one level 7 or 8 monster and special summon it, like a dragon. So, kind of okay. It's alright, but again, if it was just tribute itself while it's equipped, it'd be great. But since it's tribute another monster plus this, it's kind of shit, in my opinion. Then you get a Felgrand Dragon. With this new deck, you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new cards, which is kind of cool. It's adding 7 new cards into the game. But with Felgrand Dragon, it's kind of crap. Dark Blaze Dragon, again, kind of crap. Herald of Creation, if I don't have enough of these. Cool reprint. Decoy Dragon. If it's targeted for an attack, you can special summon. You can target one level 7 or higher dragon monster in your graveyard and special summon it. And if you do, change the attack target to that level 7 or higher dragon monster. And then proceed to damage calculation. So it's pretty good. It kind of scares your opponent off. It was kind of the original Maiden, but if it was a tuner, it'd be better. But it's still pretty good. It's alright. It was really expensive before this set came out because it's only ever been printed once. Then you get a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. You banish a dragon, and then you special summon a... once per turn, you can special summon a dragon from your hand or graveyard, as long as it can be special summoned. So it's really a good, great card. It's at 1. I wish it would come back to more than 1. Red Eyes Wyvern, pretty good reprint if you're going to play Red Eyes. White Knight Dragon, I always wanted this card to be good, but it's just not because you have to tribute for it. Darkstorm Dragon, they really like to push this card, but it's not going to be good. Armored Protector Dragon, it's alright. Evil Sworn, don't know why they put this in here. Eclipse Wyvern, pretty damn good reprint. We've seen it a lot. If it's sent to the graveyard, you can banish one level 7 or higher dragon monster. And then if it's banished, you can add it to your hand. White Dragon, Wyvern Buster. Banish a dark monster from your graveyard. You get special summon this. If it's sent to grave, you can add Black Dragon. Black Dragon is the opposite. You banish a light, you get this one. So, and then you get to add this one. Now, an interesting card, Keeper of the Shrine. It is 2 tributes for your dragon summon, and if a dragon monster is destroyed, then you can special summon it from your grave. Essentially, that's pretty much what it does. It's nice. I'm gonna play it at 1 in my Red Eyes deck, but it's all right. Kidmodo Dragon, it's an all right reprint. Jane, meh. Aaron, meh. Raiden, actually spelled correctly. Raiden, great card. Good in Infernoids, good in zombies, good in just so many different decks. It's just so good. So, yeah. Raiden reprint's good. Card Trooper reprint, you know, it's been printed a lot, but it's still a good card. Dragon's Ravine, great reprint. Just absolutely great. After Dragon Rulers died, which I kind of wish they would come back, but there's a lot of cards that they keep releasing. It's like Gospel of Revival. It's like, no. Every time they get something new out that's like that, like this right here, it just puts another hole in their coffin. Like, they are never coming back. And I want them to, because it'd be fun, but they're dead. A Wingbeat of Giant Dragon, that's okay. Trade-in's a really good reprint. It's, you discard a level 8 monster to draw 2 cards, so it's pretty good. Foolish, pretty good generic reprint. Hand Destruction, don't see it that much played because it does require your opponent to have at least 2 cards in their hand, and you'd have 2 cards in your hand to even activate it, so it's kind of a dead draw sometimes. Rhoda, pretty good reprint. The Warrior Returning Alive, great reprint. Charge of Light Brigade, good reprint for searching your Lightsworns. Terraforming, pretty damn good reprint. It's alright. Dragon's Rebirth, that has only been only printed in one other deck, and that was the Chaos Dragon structure deck. And it does target 1 dragon monster you control, banish that target, and if you do, special summon 1 dragon monster from your hand or graveyard. So it's a little slower than Return of the True Dragon Lords because it's a trap, but it's alright. Burst Breath, never really used it. Needlebug Nest, now if they didn't put this in High-Speed Riders, not High-Speed Riders, Winged Raiders, it would be really a great reprint because it got expensive for a little bit there, but since it has been reprinted, it's not that great of a reprint because everybody and their uncle has one now. Breakthrough Skill, pretty damn good reprint. That was one of the reasons I bought so many of these, is because I now have 6 Breakthrough Skills that are common, which is great, which is essentially 3 playsets because I never play more than 2 copies of Breakthrough Skill in any deck because it gets cloggy as hell. But great reprint. I wish it was like Fiendish Chain or something like that, but hey, I like Fiendish over Breakthrough, but with Twin Twister, sometimes Breakthrough is better. Sometimes. Call the Haunted, great reprint. I'm going to play it in Tellarknights because I just bought Tellarknights. Oasis of Dragon Soul, again, great for Tellarknights, great for any deck that needs to bring Revival back, which you could, if you're going to play Felgrand, you could bring this back and then bring back another dragon and then go nuts with it. So, even though it does make this a worm, which isn't that big a deal, but hey. But yeah, and then you get a cool little token, which is super nice. I think that this structure deck pays for itself. With just the, whatever it is, Return of the Dragon Lord spell card, it's like $5 right now. And it's a really good structure deck. You get some really pretty cards. There's 7 new cards in it, plus 1 new token. So you're getting 33 reprinting cards, but I went over it, and like half of them are actually really good to have cards. Some of them are crap, but like the Raiden, Breakthrough Skill, Needlebug Nest, Call the Haunted, Oasis of Dragon Souls, that was a great reprint. Like, there's just so many cards that it's worth buying this over not. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so good. And plus you get this. Eventually, they're going to understand that we want these kind of mats, like these rubber mats included in these structure decks. Even if it costs like $20 to get the structure deck, it'd be so worth it. It'd be amazing. But without further ado, guys, don't forget to join Dark Armed Alliance. And don't forget to subscribe. And I'm Dark Armed Duelist, guys, and I'm out. See you later.